Hello, xin chào, this is Vanessa again, and in this short video I'm going to share with you the 3 key factors why the Vietnamese woman may be hesitated to get married or having a long-term relationship with a Western guy.
But first, how would you like an ongoing supply of free reports, helpful resources and unique cultural insights for meeting, dating and marrying a Vietnamese woman? Too easy. Just take a quick moment to subscribe and click the bell icon, and you'll never miss out again.
Before I get into the topic of this video today, let me share with you some small reminders that I think is really important as well. First of all, Alex and I and our team, we have been created this channel with our best intention to give you the most useful, the most practical and the most precise information related to Vietnam and Vietnamese women, so you can have a better understanding if you are thinking about getting married or having a long-term relationship with a Vietnamese woman. Okay, and for that reason, of course, there are informations that may click with you, and some of the information that we have been sharing with you may not click with you. That's okay. We understand that because we are human beings, so each one of us is unique and we have our own point of view, as well as we have our own personal experiences. It's okay for you to voice that out, to share with us, our viewers and us. But I want to make sure that please do it respectfully though. Okay, and then the second thing I want to remind you, and I have been reminding you on each of my video, which is that make sure that you are mentally and physically balanced when you said that you are ready for a long-term relationship and getting married with a woman in general and Vietnamese woman in particular. Okay, and make sure that you leave all your baggage behind. You treat her with respect and as an equal. Language and custom barrier. The second thing is about money. How do you put your money together or separate accounts, right? And the third thing is society pressure about dating foreigners. And the generation who were born in 1990s and later, they started to adapt into the idea of having their own account even when they are married or when they are getting married. They are okay with that. But for the generations before them, which this idea, this thought, or I should say this belief wasn't applicable at all. We tend to put everything together. Doesn't matter if the woman had the income, had the income or not, but most likely the man is still a breadwinner at our generations, So therefore, we always put our money all together. So whatever we spend, like for the kids, for family, for in-laws, for whatever, then we should see it. And then, of course, like I shared with you regarding the Vietnamese woman who was born in 1980s and 70s and beyond that, we're really good at saving, we're really good at planning out, which way, where should we invest. And also, it's another way of telling you that you are a family, you are one unit together. Because like I shared with you from my another videos, which is that we wasn't taught or we wasn't raised to believe that we would get divorced. So that's why we always need to stay put our money into one account, or just most likely most of the family would give it to one person, especially majority would be women, to keep the money. So for the generations in 1980s and my generation and beyond that, it's really hard for us to adapt to that idea. We're like, okay, so why we have to be so clear? Are we a family? Aren't we not a unit together? Aren't you not stay together for a long time or for the rest of your time, your life? So I just want to point that out, that some of the concern, they really concerned about it. But again, even for me who live in the US for 30 years and I still didn't cope with that belief or that practice until 10 years ago. I'm like, okay, it's okay, you know. I guess because part of it also because when you in some cases when you make the same or you know or even more than the guy, then you're okay with that. But because of the teaching and of the culture and of the society at that time that we were growing up and taught, then it wasn't okay, right? Because the woman most likely still making a lot less money, less income than the guy. So it's really important for you to sit down and talk to her, discuss to her, and share with her why, and you know, find the best solution. Like I have some friends where they still keep their own separate accounts, and then they put one, they open one account together for all the common things that they have to do, all the expenses for the family, you know. So just talk it out, discuss with your lady, okay, and find a solution, find a compromise with her. Then it will work out. But like I said, that is one of the main concerns. The thing that I want to share with you is related to society pressure as well. That until now, like I've been sharing with you, for the generation in 1990s and younger, they are okay with getting married or having a long-term relationship with English-speaking or Western guy, right? But for the other generations older than them, with the society pressure, especially from my generations and beyond that, it was a no-no. So that's why you rarely seen any of Vietnamese women who dating or marry a foreigner, I should say that. Because to them, they said that if you are married to a foreigner as a first marriage or relationship, which means that you somehow, at the society pressure, believe that you're not good enough for the Vietnamese guy, or you know, or you're not good looking, or you're not educated enough, or you don't come from the nice decent family. So therefore, or you know, or like because they most likely they also assume that you are a really bad girl, I should say. The worst scenario, they would assume that when they see a foreigner with a Vietnamese lady, they still, until now, they still gonna point at you. But then it's happened a lot more when my generation was in our 20s and 30s. That I'm talking more about in Vietnam, of course, but then in the US too. Now it's more open up, but still, you know, they still say, oh my God, why is she going out with the guy? They go, oh, there's no Vietnamese guy left there for her to date. So she's, the worst scenario that I want to share with you here is that they may even say that you are a bad girl. You must like work in the bar or something, or you with the foreigner, or especially Western guy, because of their money, because the Vietnam currency is much less than other countries' currencies, right? And you know, I'm not saying that of course some cases that's right, some cases is not true. There's still like I have asked my niece who is 26 years old now. She said that, you know, of course she prefer to date or getting married with someone who have the same culture, same language with her, so they can understand and better understanding where she come from, why she behave like that, why she thinks like that. But she said as long as that person, the guy, is a nice guy, understanding, respect her, treat her as an equal, then she has no problem with, you know, what color or where he comes from. So of course the generation in 1990s, they're more open to that. But like I said, for us, my generations and beyond that, the society pressure still gonna like, oh my God, why? Another concern that the Vietnamese women may have is people would say like, oh, you are with him just for the money. And here is my point of view. Okay, this is my point of view. So I truly believe that if you have a better living condition, a better income, then your relationship and your marriage can be much easier and much happier, because money cannot buy everything, but it does help in many ways, in many things, right? It makes things a lot easier. Then of course, it's not wrong for any of you guys or ladies looking for a relationship or be with someone who are more stable, or you can build it together. But of course, when you are to a certain age, when you get a little older, if you with someone, okay, tell me the truth here, if you are in your late 30s, 40s, 50, you want to get married with someone, maybe for guy it's not as much pressure, but if for ladies, would you be with someone who has no future plan, who's live day by day on their income? If you put yourself into the Vietnamese lady's shoes, right? I don't think that many Vietnamese women would do that, or any woman would do that. If you are in your early 20s, then that's okay, because you're still building your career, your job, you're still finishing your education, right? You're still working, you still have your youth, your strength to do that together, then yes, it's okay. But then if you're in your late 30s, 40s, like my age now, if you meet someone, if I'm gonna meet someone and he's in his late 40s, 50s, and he has nothing, or he doesn't have a stable job, or he doesn't have a future plan, then I would of course turn him down, because how he gonna help me to support the family? And what if we have kids? How can our kid be living and raised up in a good environment and a good living condition, right? So of course, if you have more money, you have more stable income, that's a plus. But then it's also really important, if you have trust, you can communicate, you love each other, you get along well, etc. But I just want to make that clear, that of course, a lot of you would say, oh yeah, she just wanted foreigners because of money, because the Vietnam currency is much lower, and the US dollar or the Australian currency or the euro, etc. I heard that a lot, and I have to say I totally agree with you. That's a lot of them may think about it, but like I said, the motivation is not 100% just, oh, I'm just become a citizen of a foreign country and I can have the money. But as you viewers watching, that not all of you are rich, right? But of course, if you met those ladies who only think and only want to be in a relationship with you because of your money and because of your passport, then that's a different story here. Okay, I'm not talking about those women. I'm talking about the one that's really serious about having a serious and long-lasting relationship and marriage here. Of course, if she ever immigrate to your country, then she also have to go to work too. Trust me, those Vietnamese women who are serious about you in the right way, she will go to work. She will find a way to make her own living, because like Alex shared in another video, that we want to make sure that we be able to take care of some of our parents and our family. So she's not gonna sit there and depend everything on you financially and physically and everything. So okay, so I just want to make my point here. I know that many of you may not agree with me, but that's okay. Okay, now, but that's one of the, I have to say, the biggest pressure for them, because they say, oh my God, it's not because the woman in my generation, like I said, we live more for the family, and most of the cases, I have to say that it's not because of for her, but she's afraid of how would she face her parents and her family, because she may affect the family's reputation by dating or getting married with a foreigner, not a Vietnamese guy. Or they even say, you know, like, oh, none of the Vietnamese guy want you, that's why you have to dating a foreigner. So that's another thing that people may feel, and I say it's a social pressure. So I just want to share with you that you can understand and you know, go talk about it, communicate thoroughly with her. Okay, so those are two things that I want to share with you today. Once again, language and custom barrier. The second thing is about money. How do you put your money together as separate accounts, right? And the third thing is society pressure about dating foreigners. And I'm sharing these information with you with my intention that you know about them. And once you decided to be with a Vietnamese woman, and depend on which generation she was born in, then make sure that you have a better understanding why she has some limiting beliefs, some concerns, and best that you can, you know, sit down, talk about it, discuss, and, you know, share with her and find compromise, and, you know, find the solution, the best solution to work out for your relationship. Okay, so that's it for me for today in this video. And once again, thanks so much for your time, thanks for watching, and also thanks so much for your support, for your question. And again, please feel free to share any of your personal experience with us related to the topics down in the comment section below. Last but not least, don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you won't miss out on any of our upcoming videos. Okay, once again, this is Vanessa Ho. I'm signing up. Cảm ơn. Hẹn gặp lại. Bye bye.